strange happenings in the woods. There were many out here in Rendlesham. We regularly had hikers walking through who almost made it onto the stage. We had loads of different animals that we saw backstage, deer really up close during the show, which was wonderful as well. The trees were much thicker then. They've been thinned out considerably. So it was darker under the trees and much denser, and you couldn't really see through, and you couldn't see the light behind the trees as much. And one night when we were doing Midsummer Night's Dream, Joseph Pitcher was playing Thisbe in the Mechanicals play, and his costume got stolen during the show. So he came backstage, and we'd set it up in some little shelter behind the trees or something. He went to get his costume, his wig. He had a blonde wig with plaits, and his dress, and it had gone. It disappeared. So what he did was, in the split second moment before going on stage, because he couldn't really go on stage without a wig, it wouldn't have really worked. He decided, oh, Jo won't mind. I'll borrow her wig, because I had a wig for playing Titania. And so he grabbed my wig, which was a black wig with a fringe, and he had very, very thick black framed glasses for his character, and ended up wearing this black wig and looked like Nana Muscori. It was hilarious. I, at the time, was out in the audience playing Hippolyta, watching the play and thinking, oh my goodness, how am I going to get round and get that wig back off Jo, get it on before my bit? And as soon as I ran round, he's there going, I'm so sorry, I stole your wig. It didn't matter at all. It's hilarious. We had the most just hilarious and fun and brilliant time out here. Sometimes it rained rather disastrously. I can remember particularly one day in Camelot being completely drenched while singing in a wedding dress. Never forget that one. But as we all know, people who are here, people who experienced it, it was a very special thing.
I was lucky enough to sit on rehearsals and watch several Theatre in the Forest shows come to life and chat to the cast about what they had planned for audiences, which was always fun. I also had the rare privilege of sitting backstage, often hiding behind a bush or under a tarpaulin, while people take their seats. I'd live tweet and post photos of the cast between scenes and funny things that were happening. I have so many great memories of those times sitting backstage. I remember the look of surprise come horror on Christopher Ashman's face when he came off stage from his first scene and saw me crouched behind a bush. He'd forgotten I was going to be there, and we just stared at each other, unable to talk for a bit. And I thought I'm going to be marched off set in front of a packed house by a knight wearing a comedy horse costume. It's hard to pick a favourite Theatre in the Forest show. Probably Taming of the Shrew. It was fast, furious, funny, had great songs, and those pants, Scott Ellis. There's always this magical atmosphere at Theatre in the Forest that starts the moment you arrive. You feel more than welcome, you feel truly part of the show. Shakespeare is scary for some, but Red Rose makes it fun for all, and that's a gift.
It was March 2009, a few months before we performed A Winter's Tale, which is famous for the appearance of a bear coming through the woods. Soon to be April Fool's Day, we decided to fake a bear sighting in the forest. We released a blurry YouTube video that looked roughly like a bear, and we got members of the cast to ring up the local press, pretending to be a family who had seen a bear on a picnic in the woods. The following day it was the headline locally, and the day after it appeared on BBC Breakfast and the front page of the Daily Telegraph. Within hours it was being talked about all over the world.
So there are lots of ghosts out here, lots of amazing memories, lots of incredible people have worked on the project, and of course none of us will ever forget it. Hang on a minute, what's that? Ted, what's that?
The story is still prominent on the internet today, here by Shakespeare's Globe, who describe it as both realistic and fantastical. The footage conveyed elements of terror instilled by this formidable predator and the undeniable, perplexing and humorous nature of its sudden appearance. Exit, pursued by a bear.